Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 63 of the Rise of Icelandic Football here with HK. On the home screen, just going to say if you haven't watched episode 62, 61, 60, even 59, that run of episodes, suggest you do. It was a really great time here for the club and for us. It was quite a good run in Europe. I'm not going to spoil it too much, that's all I'm going to say. Go back and watch that now. We're not going to recap it too much in this episode anyhow, so you might not get spoiled too much. But in saying that, we'd prefer you to watch it in order and then come here to episode 63. Getting into today's episode, we have got a few different things to talk about. The first thing, if you look at the home screen, is hot prospect, Pablo. Who's Pablo? Well, I'll tell you about Pablo. We're in August. August is Regen Day in Iceland. And this guy decides to pop his head up and go, hello, I'm an Icelandic left winger. Now, for the national team, this is absolutely huge. For us, he's got a lot of potential, and if it ever grows to that potential, that's awesome. I've already started getting him tutored already by Gunnar-san, the other Icelandic. He's got 15 and great traits for a winger as well. So hopefully his determination will pick up Pablo, and we can get that up by hopefully 10 or so. We can get that to 12, but up by 10 to 15 would be awesome. He just looks very raw, but you can see why he has that potential, because he's already got, you know, all 8s and 9s and in the right areas. Anything that's 8 or 9 probably gets to 12, 13, 14, hopefully. The pace in that I expect to really improve. At 16, he's 6'3". Now, the first thing to note about him is that he is Argentinian, and he came out as Argentinian. And the first thing I did when I signed him on a contract was I went straight to him and said, no, you're representing Iceland. He's like, okay, will I be a key player? I told him, yeah, you'll be a key player. Don't worry, mate. We'll grow a team around you as well as the rest of us. And I said, yep, not a problem. What that means for the national team, if we go to it quickly, we go to tactics, is we just move Gunnarsson back into his normal position, put Palmerson out wide, and we put in Palmerson, who we're currently training to be a attacking midfielder on, well, I honestly reckon him as a supporting role as a defensive midfielder isn't too bad, because he's got the stats that can do it for in our Paul Palmerson. So I'm getting him to train that whilst he's at thing. We might get him in at attacking mid and actually play Gunnarsson at centre mid, but at the same time, we'll see how it goes, because Gunnarsson's quite good in this role, like so. Gunnarsson's also a little bit more built, so he can probably do a little bit more of the defensive work as well from centre mid. So we might put him on that as well. We'll wait and we'll see when we get to Iceland. We're not here to talk about Iceland today. We are going to go back to HK, going to go back to home. We're going to go to transfers. Today we are bringing you the playoff game, last playoff games weekend. Still in Slovenia, Bratislava. We've played them before, we pumped them before. The reason we're bringing you that game is so we can go through transfers A, B, we can release an episode, because I'm working all 5 days this week during the week. Coaching all 5 days at night time. Obviously I coach Saturday, Sunday, so time of finding time to release episodes and do a stream is quite hard at the moment, but we'll see how we go. If we go to our transfers though, and if we can, training, no, just click transfers on the side, Damon, don't be tricky. There we go. We go to history. We have brought some people in. When I say brought some people in, we've brought one person in since we have. And we haven't sold anybody, just of yet. We'll go while we haven't sold anybody yet, and we also go with the one person we brought in. We brought Wallace in on a free. And now, as much as he's 33, he is still an elite centre-back. If you look at him, heading, marking, tackling, great determination, great physicals at 6'3". He looks absolutely sensational. To get him in on a free transfer, unbelievable. I would have paid at least 10 mil plus for this guy. Just an elite centre-back. I'm thinking this year and next year he won't decline too much. I don't think those physicals, and if his physicals get down to 10, he'll still be a very good centre-back. I honestly think we've picked up a guy that could be here till he's 36. And then hopefully, you know, you just use him to tutor any youthful centre-backs coming through. Victor Hugo's currently being tutored by Crespo, who's going to make his way out of the team this for the game coming up, because Hugo's growing a lot. And then I would love to get Hugo tutored by Wallace, both being Brazilian. What the good thing is about Wallace, if you go to his information, he's also German, which does mean for us that he is going to be non-foreign in the league, which is sensational. In terms of anything else that's going on in the save, not too much. We go to like the fixtures, you know, we're pumping every game. We should know this by now. I think there was one close game, trying to find it. Yeah, FH gave us a bit of a run, 3-2 in the league. This 2-1 was very comfortable. We actually played this game on stream. We actually played a few of these games on stream. But yeah, the 2-1s were all comfortable 2-1s, just conceding late doors. That one there wasn't conceding late. There was definitely a game we played on stream we conceded late. Okay, it was K8. But there we are. We should be okay. In terms of something else that's grinding my gears a little bit, if you look through our team, everyone's value is dropped off a heap. We obviously, I think the best example of this is maybe like Steven was worth 12 mil. Not Trent, Jorginho was worth, Jorge Trevino was worth 22.5 mil. With the league declining, it did decline. The latest thing, it did climb back up to about 20th, but in the league getting down to 26th for this start of the year for everyone in Europe. Next year we'll be rated back at 20, and I reckon our value will go back up. Being 26 because the league was lower than a lot of other leagues, our values on heaps of players have dropped off. So where we've got like Trevino and all that on 160 mil contracts, and we'll probably be getting 70 mil bud plus bids for him at the moment because because our league was good. Now we're not. Instead, we're getting like 5 mil, 15 mil bids for Trevino. We're getting 5 mil bids for Callis, who was getting 30 mil bids last transfer window. So the plan is not to sell anybody. Few people have arced up. Trevino arced up, but he's now happy at the club because Centeno talked him out of it. Centeno arced up. There's just people interested in a lot of our players, but that's how it goes. Hugo's arced up a couple of times, but he's still pretty good. And look, this is the reason why he's starting over Crespo, which I thought I'll never say because Crespo is Crespo. There he is. But as you can see, in the air they're both the same. Defending they're both the same. Hugo's just better going forward. The speed's not as great, but the physicality's there. Because Hugo's also now, according to our manager, got world-class potential, it's worth playing him. But yeah, we're going to get straight into the game though. In terms of the team, it's Gomez, Gleason, Wallace, Hugo, Centeno with Mulford and goals, Pereira, Callis, Brata, Schultze, Trevino, and Arthur Gomez. What we're going to do on the bench though is, where is he? He's unregistered. Is he unregistered for the game? He shouldn't be. Where is Mr. Paloson? I want to get him on the bench. Just haven't seen him. I'm going blind. Unregistered, that's Paloson, but we're looking for Pablo. Did kick him in at the start. If we go, what, best way to do this, go to ice and go to squad, right? We go to ice and go to squad, and he should be here. Pabloson is currently in under 19s. If we go back to home on this screen. Move the senior squad. Yes, of course we want him in the senior squad. There we go. Because I think I can put him on the bench, if I'm pretty sure. Unregistered. There we are. Where is he? There he is. I want him on the bench. I want to give him game time. So what we're going to do here is, because we should be okay, Crespo can play both right back and centre back. We're just going to do that. Wagner's coming back from injury. Crespo's a very good option off the bench. And if the game is over, we want to bring Pablo on and just get him growing as much as possible in this left mid role. And we're going to continue forward here. A little bit of a weird episode. I just finished watching Dr. Bendy's last episode for Thames. Go check that out. Absolutely amazing episode. But yeah, this is Slovia. Look, we're much better than them. We should just go and pump them. So we're not even going to, we're not going to be disrespectful, but we're not going to look at their team because none of their players really should be that any good. What I will do is I click on them, and this is their key player. Actually, the keeper looks sensational. Who's the bid from? It's not bad. And the keeper looks decent. There we are. We might have some trouble beating him. Going to send the assistant to that, and we're just going to get out there and do it. Should be no problems. Should be ready in the Champions League again. The main reason we're all here is to get through the Champions League, see what the group stage draw is, so we can get excited for the Champions League. That is for sure. The second thing was to just highlight Pablo. It'd probably be called Regen Goodness, I reckon, the episode. Maybe something like that. That's what I'm thinking. But there we are. Slovenia started well with the ball, though. In this... Oh, my God. Schultz is out. I'll tell you what. We're going to give him game time anyway. Get out there, son. Palmerston's coming in as the 16-year-old, and off he goes, the promising winger. Not keeping the ball all too well. I mean, this has been happening a lot in our systems of lately as well. Arthur Gomez now picks up a knock as well. And the game hasn't started overly well from us. I'm going to get out there and just tell them to encourage. I'm also going to change the tactics slightly and just tell them to keep it a little bit shorter. Just get your foot on the ball, boys. There we are. Just want us on it and just want us to create something. We are creating hot chances as Gomez comes off. And now we have to make 2 changes inside of 28 minutes. And Stein's now on. And there we go. We should still have enough quality on the field. We're just hoping both of these are not too bad. Groin injury and a foot injury. And now sent... We're going to get Gleason out there. We're now going to get Crespo out here. They just come and butchered us. All they've done is come in and hacked us. 3 subs inside 40 minutes. Looks like a bruised ankle. My God, what an absolute... I love that. Oh, it's a bruised ankle, I'm going to come off. No, you're not. Far out, man. Toughen up. 0-0 at half-time. There we go. Aggressively sound far from pleased. We're changing the tactic to the 4-2-3-1. We're going to get Callis into that position there. Going to get Pereira's a roaming playmaker because he can play it. And we're going to start the second half. And there we go. Hoping for some highlights. Slovia's just come here and just parked it, and every time we've got through, it seems to have chopped us down. Brighter's cross front post, knocked down. Trevino, his effort. Victor Hugo puts it over the bar. First highlight inside a minute. Nothing much happening there. Another highlight though, Barcha now. Can we find a good ball in? Instead he goes back to Stein. Stein lays it into Callis. Callis doesn't mind a shot. Instead he finds Wallace. Wallace tackled. Callis is there, blocked. He doesn't fall to anybody else. It's not, and it's cleared away. And maybe it's a chance for them on the break. Pavlovic, here we go. Gets on the ball, holds it up, dives in, whoever that was, number 4, it was probably Gleason. Dives in, tough ball, out wide. The highlight's still going. If we go 1-0 down here, we're in some trouble. That ball over the top to Lukic. Lukic, oh, it's a great save by Muta. And we could have been 1-0 down with their first shot on target. We are dominating the game in terms of creating stuff, but we can't keep the ball. 58 minutes gone. We can't make a sub to change the game either. We're just going to have to go... Wow. Maybe we're not going to the Champions League, everybody. Here we go. We're going to go attacking, exploit both sides and go a little bit more direct. There we are. Confirm the change. Play. We should be much better than them, but not much is happening out here. They just seem to be parking up. We can't break them down. Highlight. Brata. Finally, can we? Trevino knocked down Victor Hugo straight at the keeper. Have not created a clear-cut chances from play. We've had 2 corners to see. That's it. They bring a promising striker on, and Pavlo Kovac. And I tell you what, they deserve to win. Fuck. We played shit. Jorge's now picked up a tight calf. 1 minute at a time. Game over. 0-0. Game over. What a pointless little game. And I'm very aggressive and just going to tell them, look, simply good, you're not good enough. What this does mean is that we've now got an interesting game coming up in the second leg. Let's just have a look at the injuries. Schultz is out for 3 to 4 weeks with a groin strain. That's great. Centena's out for 1 to 3 days. Gomez out for 1 to 2 days. Gleason's obviously went out to left back. And there we are. Coach Sam's team. Yeah, well, we have to. For everybody on YouTube, we'll work me back for the second leg. We just drew a game 0-0. Unbelievable. Maybe we took it too complacently. I said, look, they're not a great side. We've pumped them many times before. All to be played for second leg. Are we really going to get knocked out and not make a Champions League with this sort of squad? Who knows? We'll find out next time. Find out next time. Not next time, but find out in just a second. Be back in just a second. I'm going to sim through this KR game, and we'll find out if we actually will make the Champions League group stage. We should still do it, but going away without any goals at home, at least it was 0-0. Could get quite interesting. Be back, ladies and gentlemen. Hello YouTube, welcome back to the second leg in a game that really does matter now. After drawing 0-0 shockingly to Slavia Bratislava, we are now in a little bit of spot and bother if they do the exact same thing what they did last time. Now, obviously we're going to have a hope for not 3 injuries inside the first half, but we're also going to change the system. We're going to go for it from minute 1. 4-2-3-1, system we haven't played in a very long time. The 4-3 hasn't been creating too many chances, and we weren't keeping the ball all too well. So in this 4-2-3-1, even if we don't keep the ball, at least I know we're going to press and win it back quickly, and just look to attack and just be full throttle from minute 1 and just go to them. Look, we're going to be open at the back. If you want to score, score. If not, then not a problem. Because we didn't do this last time, they're not starting their actual goalkeeper. That's strange. They must get injured or called up. Vertigra there. You can see that we are 10 times better than these guys, right? How we have drawn the first game 0-0 at home is beyond me. I have absolutely slammed the team. I'm actually quite upset and angry at that because really we should be doing a lot better. But they're coming here to play a diamond. They're coming here to frustrate, be quite compact. I'm not going to allow for that, really. We're going to go through and we are going to try beat them as we just click through. We didn't do this last time. I kind of just rubbished them off in the first leg and they've gone, nah, you know what, screw that. We've heard you here. So there we are. I'm going to get assertive and I expect nothing but a win from this match. And there we are. A couple of them seen there. I've got faith when you get out there, lads. In terms of changes, nothing much. I just put both our centre defensive mids on the bench and gone with Stephen and Bradshaw with Callis at the cam. In terms of everything else is the same. Want Wallace and Hugo to get a very good partnership because I think that's the partnership we're going to go into for the Champions League / Europa League this year. But we'll see how we go. So 0-0 on aggregate. It all depends what happens here. If we get a goal, we've got to be favourites. But I'm expecting us to go out there and win by 5 or 6 goals, please. And just put us in a performance where it's all pretty good. Arthur Gomez gets down the line. Cross in, headed away. Callis flicks down to Steven. Can we get a goal from kickoff? Back to Callis. Callis' ball. Switched out here to Gleason. The highlight's still going. Can you put in a good ball? You can't head it there. It even says head it from Callis. What are you doing, game? Anyway, 4 minutes in. Morton now. His ball switched out to Centeno. Centeno now gets on it. And he runs forward in this system. He loves doing it. Centeno still the Mexican. There we are. Ball in. Cleared away, but only as far as Callis. Callis knocks down the Brata. Brata, can he find a pass? Finds Trevino. Takes a touch. Hits it across the keeper, but over the bar. A striker firing blanks at the moment is Trevino. Did score an absolute wonder goal in the Europa League run, if you want to go check that one out. Gleason's crosses straight at the keeper. Not playing their actual keeper, playing Pavlik in goal, which is good for us. I'm wondering if their actual keeper got injured or is on international duty, as international duty is about to kick off. Arthur Gomez gets on it and runs down the line. Still with Gomez, his ball in. Callis has put it wide. This has been the story of the tie so far, is that we've created chances and not put anything in the back of the net. Just going to take us off being get stuck in. All we need is a red card right now. And we don't really need to be as aggressive in our tackling. The press is still good enough, and if we should be good enough to press them into positions where we're going to keep it, like so, where we should win that with Hugo. Hugo's header, though, isn't as great, and Weiss is on the ball. His ball into Lukic there. And can we press up and win it? Weiss back in it. There we are. Toff now. Toff's ball. Lukic is there. We have a chance to cross. In the end, it's straight to Mutter for half a second. We're all getting worried here. Can we please just go and score one? We score one, they have to come out and play against us. What a ball that is from Hugo. Can we just say, picks up Gomez, his foot. Hugo's ball there, it's poor, but the header is straight. Trevino knocks down. Why did you not just shoot, son? Anyway, Gunnarsson's on it. Can you just lay a ball across the box? Callis is there, over the bar. This is getting frustrating, tense, and I'm getting nervy here because we cannot put anything on target and score. There we are, 25 minutes in. I don't want to panic, but at the same time, I'm panicking in my head. This has been very subpar and very boring as well in terms of highlights and all that. We've expected to go out here and just do it easy. If this is what's going to happen in the Champions League, I'm almost prefer to just get knocked out right now and get to the Europa League and just reassess. Anyway, Gomez knocked out. Trevino takes a touch, hits it across the keeper. Come on! Let's go! Trevino scores 1-0. Go back home, Slovenia. You're already here. Get out of here. Come on! It's not the sort of football we're used to where it's just one hoofball, a flick on header and a goal, but I don't care how it comes. We're through the brick wall finally. It's taken us one leg and 30 minutes to get there. But finally, thank God, we're 1-0 up here. That's a huge goal for us to get to the Champions League. Hopefully that gives us enough impetus to go now and score a few more. Gomez looks like he's got a tight groin. We're going to get him off at half-time. Steven gets on the ball. His ball out there to Trevino. It was poorly played in behind him. Trevino's still on it. He goes from distance. It's a poor highlight. It's just poor all round. We have not played good football at all over the two legs. Maybe it's against the system that Slovenia has used, or it's just that maybe we are getting way too complacent and the boys need a rocket. I don't know. I don't want to do a team meeting, but look, in real life I would set a team meeting saying, you guys are playing poor. We weren't even that great against KR. I think we won 5-1, but even then we weren't great. Don't get complacent out there is what I'm going to tell them. Obviously Gomez picking up his knock is going to come off. We're going to put Stein out there. It's the only move we can make, and just continue forward to the second half. And there we go. And can we just go get a couple more? We won't go to the 4-3-3 until later on in the game, or if we get a second, we'll probably switch to it. We'll just take Callis off and off we go. No one's played well. What's new? Anyhow, ball, Gunnarsson, Stein now. Stein gets on it, finds Steven. Steven in space, finds Victor Hugo, finds Callis. Good hit from Callis. Christopher Callis. If you give him a chance, he usually scores, right? He did miss one in the first 10 minutes or so, but that's a great finish from the Socceroo. There we go. 2-0 up. We're surely going to the Champions League group stage. We're finally through qualifying, but somehow we have made it very difficult for ourselves. We have pumped teams to get here. When I mean pump, we have absolutely pumped them. But here we go. Doesn't matter too much. And there we are. Goodison on the ball. 59 minutes in. Maybe the floodgates open. That's a ball. Back post. Trevino's with the header. It's just over the bar. I want to keep him out there to get some confidence. I can't remember the last time he scored. I can't remember the last time he scored. I can't remember the last time he had a really good game. Maybe just we expect too much of Trevino, and when he scores a goal a game, it's okay. He is world class, but I guess world class strikers do score goals a game. I just expect him to score 3, 4, 5. In the league, he hasn't played too much because we try and rest him. But anyhow, Wallace plays out, finds Victor Hugo, finds Centeno. Centeno's ball finds Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson now on it. Can he run at his man? He does. He's got great speed for this. Still, Gunnarsson beats one and then decides to run away from the ball and gets tackled. But anyway, we get it back with Steven, finds Brutta. Brutta finds Callis now, who's got 1 goal. His pass is non-existent as Toff just brings it off him. And they got numbers coming forward here, Slovenia. The ball in Lukic, Pavlik is on there and he's put it way over the bar. Should have cut it across, really. There we are. They're looking frustrated. We're looking calm and motivated. Brutta's going to bring this corner in. He lays it out to Stein. Doesn't have the best of long shots, but in the end, Stein gets into the box and puts that one over the bar. We are going to make the change here. I'm going to switch to the 4-for-3 DM. Callis is actually going to go on for Steven, and we're going to bring... we're not going to bring on Pereira. We're actually going to bring on Mtati, who's been in very good form. I just want him to go out there and win the ball. I don't want us to go and sit back and just go, okay, we got the lead now. Go out there and do what you need to do. Confirm that change. There we are. Should be going through from here, but we'll see how everything goes. Stein not having the best of games out there on the right, but obviously we're not going to bring him off. He came on at half time. Trevino's ball out there finds Centeno bombing forward. Centeno's ball finds Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson's efforts hit the post. At least that's good little bit of combination play there from the lads. In terms of one more change, we're going to take a look here. It's all about giving people game time that won't get angry or won't get subbed off. Wallace is going to come off for Crespo. Crespo's going to go back to a defensive centre back, and we should be okay to see the game out now. Dominating the game in terms of shots, possession-wise, okay, but not too bad. We did do quite well in the counter. Maybe it's time to start looking at a counter system with these boys. I'm not going to panic though. It's been 2 legs. We've been keeping the ball fairly well in most games. Maybe we need to do a little bit more analysis. I just kind of rubbish off Icelandic games that we just pump everybody. This showing has been that poor that makes you question where the side is. As Gunnarsson's going to score and make it 3-0. Look, we've gone away from home. We've won 3-0. As much as it was 0-0 in the first leg, we were very poor and against a side that really wanted to sit very deep and we couldn't break down. We're now 3-0 up. Maybe it's not time to panic. It's just maybe just one of those things where FM just goes, just have a rethink about what you're doing. We've been playing the same system since day one of the save, basically. This 4-2-3-1. It's morphed into a 4-3-3, which is slightly more, controlled and defensive, where this one's quite more attacking. As much as we play on a controlled system, we probably should be playing this one. Oh my God, Stein's missed as well. Sums up his day for coming on. Stein should be on like a 6.1. But we've been playing that sort of system since then. Vargas just chopped his man. We've morphed the system in, but the 4-for-3, it's not too bad. Anyway, Brata, 40 was offside. He is offside. It's going to be game over. We will win 3-0. I think the system's still fine. We have won 3-0. Obviously, the group stage draw is about to come up. I want to see if we should still be a 3rd seed, but a good 3rd seed after our Europa League semi-final run. If you haven't gone and watched the last few episodes, yes, we got knocked out in the semi-final to Dortmund last season in the Europa League after finishing 3rd on the final day in our group. We're going to tell the boys I'm very happy with the way you played. Everyone looks happy. It's all about keeping morale high even when you don't play at your best. Before we're going to do this Champions League game, what we're going to do is we're going to get through that. Gomez is out for 1 to 3 days. Send the assistant there. HK received their 14 mils. That's great. We are going to go into fixtures. Icelandic duties about to start as well. But if we go through here, just the Champions League, look, 4-1 win, which was okay. Dominated possession, dominated the game, perfect. In the there we are. We did 1-2-0 away, and once again another game we dominated. Maybe possession wise we weren't as good. We then beat Sheriff 7-1. Game we dominated. We then beat Sheriff 5-0 in another game we dominated, and that was probably the best one of the lot. We then win 4-1 against Astana, and we won 5-1 against Astana, and just killing games, right? And then we just had this, like, it's just weird. Even here, look, as much as we kept the ball, it wasn't like we only 8 on target. Maybe it's our finishing that's the problem. I don't know. It is really, really strange that we drawn that first game. I'm really in shock, but sometimes that happens on Football Manager. Reject the offer for Crespo. This is all that's been happening. See, 3.2 mil. We were getting offers of 15, 60 mil for Crespo last window. So I'm not selling anybody at any price, knowing that when the league kicks in, we will be when the league kicks back up, then the reputation goes back up for the league. We'll be fine. Lucas Lotvat listed. I still think Lucas Lotvat is still got a role at the club. I won't transfer list him just yet. Unfortunately, we can't call him up. I don't know what's going on, but that is really strange. Lucas Lotvat, there we are. Trevino offer. We're going to stall that for as long as possible, obviously. I'm just going to stall as much of them as we can. We're going to get into the Champions League group stage. I forgot to see where we're seated. We're seated for, there we go. So, going to click forward here. Who won it last? I wonder who won it last year. Man United did. Yeah, that's right. They beat Madrid in the final. Alright, so we are not the lowest third seed. In terms of fourth seeds that we do want, there's a couple that we don't mind, like Hadjika and Osijek. The rest are actually quite difficult. Anderlecht, Schalke, we don't want Schalke, Dynamo, Basel, Galatasaray aren't no mugs. In terms of who we want, Arsenal and Leverkusen would be interesting. I think we're better than Leverkusen on our day. Arsenal haven't done too much in the save, I don't think. Except they won the Premier League last year. As soon as I say that, Klopp's done well there, but I couldn't do it at Liverpool. We don't want Barca and City, obviously. PSG and Inter would be difficult. SLB and Olympic Marseille. Group D is the group. If you want to get a group to get out and maybe finish top, Group D. Group H, if you want to get through the group, because I think we're better than Feyenoord. CSK Moscow get Group A, which is decent. We just don't want to get Group B. Napoli do. Group C is but we don't really want it. It's Sevilla. We really want Group D. Everybody for Group D. HK. Vigo. We don't want Dortmund or Juve because obviously both would beat us. Everton. The last two finalists. Of course we're going to get this group. They played off in the final last year. I'm like 90% sure they played off in the final last year. I'll go to schedule and just go back to last year and go all the way down. I'm like 90% sure it was Bayern. Okay, not a problem. They played off in the semi-final last year. Great. Manchester United with Mourinho. Not a problem. We do hate Man U, so we'll go do that. All right. In terms of who we want here, okay, Schalke's gone, which is good. Osake's one of the clubs we did want. Basel's gone. Salzburg's gone. That's good. I really want Hajduk. Get Anderlecht. We should be able to beat Anderlecht both home and away. Their best player is Zinamez, the Belgium who is wanted by somebody. If Newcastle, Tottenham, and PSV want to pick him up before the window goes, that's not bad. I think PSV is the only club that could actually get him right now. Alright, so we've been drawn in Group D. Group D. I wish we were drawn in Group D. We've been drawn in the group stage. Drawing in Group F, where we've got United, Madrid, and Anderlecht. I'm guessing that for the next episode, it will be the first Champions League game that we've got. It hasn't been drawn yet, but that's because we haven't clicked continue yet. For everybody on YouTube, that's going to be the end of this episode. Obviously, we stream all the Champions League and Europa League games and all that sort of stuff live on Twitch. So go check out the link below. We also got on Twitter. Very last thing is we've actually decided to create a Facebook page where we're going to be very interactive, ask polls, all that sort of stuff. You know, when stuff happens in the save, we cut it out, show you what's happening. So go check that out as well on the YouTube, on the Facebook. The link for the page will be in the description below. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're from. That's the end of episode 63. We'll be back for episode 64 at some point. Enjoy the rest of your day and goodbye.